What's going on, guys? It's Rebel Tanker, and welcome back to Operation Chromite. This is HBG's The Korean War, and we are on turn 2. We actually had quite an eventful turn 2, so let's get rolling. Let me get my note sheets. All right, North Korea. Starting out with North Korea. North Korea had 28 IPC to spend. We bought 4 mech and 2 tanks that we placed in Pyongyang. We did 1 thing of combat. The North Korean army that was in 38th West attacked into Incheon against a lone South Korean infantry. We were able to kill that and take no damage. And then we moved some forces from Pyongyang to Chorwon to 38 West. And consolidate a little bit up here in Pyongyang for the North Koreans. And then at the end of the turn, the North Koreans collected 30 IPC. All right, China with 10 IPC again. This time, China bought 2 Katyusha self-propelled guns. So, the Chinese have brought some self-propelled artillery for the game. And then at the end of the... Whoa, hello. Wow. Okay, that was unexpected. So, China bought 2 Katyusha self-propelled rocket trucks. Like in some of my other Axis and Allies videos that you've seen, what they will be able to do is that they can pair up 1-for-1 with just an infantry, or not 1-for-1, two regular mech, 2 regular infantry, no mech. So 2 infantry per Katyusha will allow 2 infantry to attack at a 2 or less. Excuse me. All right, and then like I said, at the end of the turn, China collected 10. South Korea had 31 to spend. They bought 3 mech, 3 tanks, and the supplies. The U.S. with 50 bought 5 mech infantry that are coming in as the 1st Cavalry Division, as well as the 45th Infantry Division, and then 5 armor, 1 being flagged under the 1st Armored Division, Old Ironsides, and the other one as the 10th, the reactivated 10th Armored. And they had 50 to spend. Then over to the UN. The UN had 20, and they bought 2 more fighters. There was 1 thing of combat this turn. I have it set up right here. But the the UN coalition from Seoul launched a counterattack against the North Korean army here in Incheon and actually did some serious damage. Not only did they launch a ground attack, they also pulled some South Korean unit, a South Korean unit out of Gwangju, put it on an Allied transport. A UN transport came up here and landed, which allowed for the battleship and the destroyer to do an offshore bombardment. So for the offshore bombardment, only the battleship hit and killed a North Korean infantry. On the first round of combat, the Allied coalition killed 4 North Korean infantry, while in the counterattack, they lost 5. On the second round of combat, the North Koreans lost 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and 2 mech, while the Allies lost 2. Well, this was an American infantry, 2 more American infantry, and an artillery. So that takes the 24th Infantry Division off the map. Then the South Koreans also lost an infantry, an artillery, and 2 mechs. They also had these 2 tanks in the battle as well, and then there was another mech. The mech and 2 tanks fell back into Seoul after 2 rounds, and after having some extremely good luck in their fight against the North Korean army here in Incheon. So that did not go well for us. And good Lord, I apologize, I forgot to say. So with us being at turn 2, we are in August and September 1950. So you can almost say that the Incheon landings, Incheon landings failed in this version of history, even though Seoul has yet to even fall at this point. So that was the only Allied attack. A lot of non-combats for the Allies, moving the majority of their fleets and aircraft over to Western Korea, getting their bomber forces and getting their military built up here in Sangju. The U.S. landed 2 infantry in Busan, along with some naval assets here. The UN dropped 2 fighters on Gwangju. Just Airsoft Commando rushing as much of his stuff north as possible, while also keeping the naval front against the north quite active as well. And so then we go to the chart. North Korea now has 19 territories to the UN's 18. And at the end of the turn, South Korea collected 28, the U.S. collected 50, and the UN collected 20. All right, well, that is it for turn 2, and we will see you guys next time for turn 3. So until then, guys, as always, take care. Whoa, sorry. I lost my button for a second. All right, take care, guys.